What's up, everyone? Heroes 13 here, back with yet another video. It's gonna be another superpower video. I know I said I switched to a gaming channel, but I still do superhero content from here and there, especially when a good idea pops in my mind. Now, I've actually done a video like this twice. This video is gonna be what if there was an entire country of superpowered beings or superheroes or metas or whatever you want to call them. They have a bunch of names now, right? But this is gonna be part three. But this one's gonna be a little different. One, I'm kind of feeling down, so I wanted to make a YouTube video because YouTube's pretty fun for me. And I wanted to make another video with the new mic set I got. I got a mic now, to with a filter, which cuts out my heavy breathing and all that. So yeah, sorry about the other the older videos, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I've just gotten around to getting the mic. Still doing YouTube from my phone though, but that's not here nor there. Okay, so part one and part two, I put like different caveats. But part three was going to be a little different. What really got me thinking about making a part three of this is I was actually watching Invincible. Okay, let me be totally 100% transparently honest. I was watching clips of Invincible on YouTube. The Viltrumites on that. I didn't feel like watching the show. I just wanted to watch up on the Viltrumites, and that got me wondering. What if you had in our world? Because we're not going to use like Viltrumites or like that. That's too overpowered. But what if you had a country full of superheroes who were like almost demigod tier type levels of power. Now, couple ground. Okay, my neighbors are talking. Let me move away from the door. I mean the window. Okay, couple ground rules. One, we are using the boys' power, like the powers and stuff from the boys. So we're not gonna say it's actually compound V, but there's just like these serums that, or something happens to give these people powers, yada yada yada. Don't worry about the semantics too much. But basically, I'm going off of boys' level of power. Why am I mentioning this? Because everyone in this city will have technically two sets of power. When I say a set, I mean like Homelander has a set of powers. He's got his strength, durability, speed, flight, and his heat vision and his senses. Stormfront has a set of power: her strength, durability, regenerative healing, flight, her electric powers. Okay, you get it. The first set of powers, every citizen will have this. It will be powers exactly equal to Homelander. Okay? Exactly equal to Homelander. And everyone in this city will also get a secondary set of powers. And this can be like someone who has Homelander plus Queen Maeve, Homelander plus Kimiko, Homelander plus Pop Rock, Homelander plus Soldier Boy, Homelander plus any of the Marie Moreau, Jordan, Golden Boy, just any combination you name it. Okay, how would our world deal with a race like that? Now, in the previous episodes, I left room for like weaker metas. There are no weak metas in this scenario. So this country, we'll say it's a nice sized country. It's a country. We're not gonna make them too massive. We'll say it's a country with the size of Australia plus New Zealand put together. Okay, they got about 50 million people. Okay, this country would be the envy and be would be envied and feared all throughout the world. All throughout the world. Now you might be tempted to say, "Oh well, no, you using boy Homelander. You using your Homelander from the boys, and a nuke can take him out. A nuke could take some of these metas out. It would not take them all out. The look, I'm not a nuclear scientist, of course. I'm a high school dropout, unemployed black guy. Trust me, I am far from an expert on this, but from what I've gathered from nuclear bombs, and they are dangerous, their greatest call to fame is the intense heat that they produce and the radiation. Homelander is greater than Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy was immune to radiation. In fact, he actually absorbed the radiation and he gained a new power from it, like the little radioactive core they put inside of him. If Homelander's greater than him, and all the people in this country are greater than Homelander because they have his powers plus another set of powers, I don't think a nuke's gonna stop these people. A nuke might get one, maybe no, maybe a few thousand of them if it like directly drops on them, but there's like 50 million of them. What you would do is you would galvanize the entire population. If this was a massive country, it's GG's for the world. I mean, this really is GG's for the world in general. This country could do whatever they want. Like, you can't go, you got to understand, you can't go to war with these people. You can bomb them, but they can fly at hypersonic speeds and they can go blow up like your gas stations, causing a fuel crisis. They could take down water treatment plants. They could burn down stores. They could literally, like, 1v1, no country could beat them. Uh, I don't think every country would try to team up to eradicate this race of super beings or this country of super beings because I think some would just be too frightened. Some wouldn't see the point in it. Like right now, you got the Iran America war going on. Oh, sorry, Iran America Israel war going on. I don't think Iran would team up with America and Israel to go take on some superpowered, beings. The men and women would be highly desired, as like partners, and honestly, just to get kids and get like covert stuff. Like I see, honestly, governments would try to use the prettiest women of their country to go seduce the men to bring them back to their country. Have children by them, all manner of things, all manner of like tricks and deceptions. And I mentioned it earlier. I'm a black guy. If I'm probably gonna get in some hot water for saying this, but black men they love them some pretty women, man. Any black matters, it's probably GG for them boys. They gonna fall hook, line, and sinker for that trap. But you know, economically, I didn't think about this. I don't think people would go to war with them. I think people would pay them off. They might be like trust fund country. People would just like America gives billions of dollars to Israel, no strings attached. I think countries would give like at least a few million, some even billions of dollars to this country just to keep them on their side, just to keep them friendly to whatever country they're battling. So this would probably be a very affluent, if not utopian, like society. Like I don't think this society would have any. They definitely wouldn't have any type of crime because how could you commit crime in that society? Like even then they couldn't fight one another because it would be too destructive. But honestly, a lot of that country would just be streamers and like celebrities and stuff. Like the streaming culture now would be turned completely upside down on its head because most of the people just like, people would want to see them. We'd have to see how their policy on immigration would go. I get the sneaking suspicion they wouldn't let like outsiders into their country so easily, but now we get into a whole lot of things. These guys would be unbelievably powerful. I don't think they would help with the advancement of science and all that, just because, like, firstly, their powers don't really necessarily lend to that, and secondly, they wouldn't want to be used. So I don't think that would happen. Again, like some countries would try to attack them, and dominate them, and take control, but I mean, there's not one country that would be able to take these people. Not China, not Russia, not America. No one, because like a country full of Homelander type beings by themselves would be unbelievably just problematic. You add extra powers on top of that, it's over. They wouldn't be allowed to participate in sports, so they wouldn't be known for that. But honestly, a lot of them would just be celebrities, like actors, maybe musicians, streamers, content creators, all of that. They would have a pretty formidable military. uh, I, I don't think they would have a massive military because they wouldn't have a need for it. Though I am starting to think now, what if every country teamed up to no, you know what? 50 million people. I don't think every country in the world could. Even if they all teamed up, every country wouldn't be able to stop them because again, these people could easily fly, destroy oil depots, destroy like they could. I don't think you guys understand just how easy it would be for people with Homelander type powers or Homelander plus type powers to just no diff any country. Imagine like a few thousand and showing up, burning all your burning all the food. Like they torch now all the stores. They torch all the farms. I mean, it's 50 million of them. All they do is send 10,000 to any country. Within like a day to a week max, that country won't be producing anything. So I think a lot of people just, and they would try at first because no one would understand the level of power these guys have. Let me tell you, okay. But I do think once they thoroughly destroy a country, probably a great and powerful country, uh, they would definitely be the world would definitely, you know, I'm not gonna say bend to them, but would definitely give them a wide berth. But that's just a couple. That's just a couple of thoughts on my head. Um, there would be a lot of references to this country in total. A lot of people will actually try to like, well, I already mentioned that, like kind of like pay them off, but like some of the world leaders would try to buy their friendship and low key just interfere with their elections. Like people would be like the outside world will post propaganda to the citizens of that country so much just to make sure no like authoritarian or like or dictator or anything like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is Heroes with Jan. Thanks so much for watching this video. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.